0-0, disappointing today. Would you make of the performance overall?
I think disappointing's a kind word to put it. I think it was a bit of a disgrace, to be honest. Like we said, kind of running out of ideas. Looked very, very flat the full game. The first half, not one Celtic player was really there. We didn't string 3 or 4 passes together in a forward motion. The ball again just going across the back, but it's fine keeping the ball and keeping possession. But any time we went into the final third, there was a loose touch or just chasing ourselves 2-3 yards behind. It just looked like we had a hangover for the Bodo game.
Aye, the first half was really strange, wasn't it? It just seemed like we were really slack on the ball. But even in tackles, I think Hibs won more tackles than us in the first half, just a bit of lack of desire. Do you put that down to during the week and a bit of a hangover for that? Or do you think there's something deeper? Do you think the performances, because the performances the last few weeks have dipped, haven't they?
Oh, they've been, ever since Motherwell, they've not been great. I mean, Dundee, a goal very late on. You look before that as well, the Dundee United game, a goal late on. That was great going out and beating Rangers 3-0 and putting a performance out there. But since, like you said, apart from Motherwell away, the performances have not been great. The balls get swung into the box when we're playing guys like Maeda, and they don't get swung into the box when we're playing Giakoumakis. It's opposites. We're playing diagonal balls today, high balls to Abada, when they've got one of the biggest centre-halves in the league at the back there. That's how we struggled at Livingston away earlier in the season and at home. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether you put it down. I think Ange will come out and say what his piece is, and we'll listen to that. But not any goodness that come out of that. Like I'm speechless. Like it's just no positives to come out of that. It's just terrible.
Aye, as you say, the first half really passed us by, didn't it? And then you're looking for, again, come out the second half, something different, move up a gear. But it just didn't happen, and the game just drifted second half. A lot of time wasting for Hibs, but for us, even when we were on the ball, we didn't create too many clear-cut chances at all, did we?
That's the thing, though. Like any team that comes and plays Celtic, I've said it quite often, that teams will try and time waste, kill the game, stop the flow of Celtic's play, because when Celtic are fluid and we're going forward and we're attacking, we play good football. We never get the chance to do that today because we couldn't string 3 or 4 passes together, and Hibs, I think there was a point maybe 75 minutes where Hibs kept the ball for a good 2 minutes, and I mean they were playing little triangles and they made us look silly, like very, very silly, and it's just not good enough at this stage of the season. It's good being top of the league, and but we need to prove that we can be champions, and we certainly didn't do that today with that performance.
Aye, the performances definitely need to get better. But O'Reilly comes on for Vogic. He was really poor again today, Rogic, but you could say that about most players today. Other than that, on the bench, I know there wasn't a lot of changes in the game, but what have we got on the bench really? Forrest?
Yeah, Forrest too. I'm sure the comment section will be saying how they would have rather Forrest just not played the day after his performance through the week, or Caramel Dembele, he's there. Like, I'm not the manager and we're not qualified to, but stick that guy on last 10 minutes. Like, maybe take Maeda off. He ran about today like a headless chicken again and just had nothing. Jota did pick up a bit, but it takes Jota, for me, like the first half, every time Jota got the ball, he gave up. And like you said, there's not really anybody on that bench who you can say, right, get him on it. And no game changers. And when you're putting a squad out like that, I would have rather he started somebody like either Forrest or Dembele to bring somebody like Jota or Abada off the bench who can change a game, because there was certainly no one on that bench who would have changed the game. But you can't rely on subs to go and win games. If that's the strongest 11 we've got in the day, then they have to go out and get the points.
Big games coming up. Obviously, St Mirren midweek and then Livingston away, where we've got a wretched record next Sunday. The thing that stands out to me about that game next week is if we have that same sort of desire as we had today, we'll drop points at Livingston, because Livingston will be up for it, as we know.
Yeah, record away there's terrible. Don't think we've beat them since they've come back up. St Mirren as well. St Mirren's not to be overlooked. I know we're at home, but they've just got Stephen Robinson, who's come up from Morecambe, done well with them, like just played Tottenham in the FA Cup. So that's another manager who's got Motherwell to cup finals when he was up here before, and that's a tough game. Now I was very worried about today, because that, like you said, the kind of hangover. I thought, oh, please don't have it, and we did, and we had it for the start, and we just looked terrible. So a worrying couple of weeks, but hopefully we can turn that around. But if you have to judge it on today's performance, I'd certainly say we're not looking good.